Feels right to talk to you in this video and to make this video. Today is my 38th birthday. It's currently almost 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm feeling a little bit like a salaryman at the moment, to be completely honest. Waking up, going to work, making the money, wife and kid are in bed, family's asleep, and I'm here hustling, making money. The reason I'm putting this video together and rekindling this channel is as a mark to my main channel. The main channel is all about cybersecurity, OSINT investigations, all of that cool fun stuff, trying to find people digitally online. Whereas this channel is a little bit more raw. This is the real unedited, quick and dirty version of life. And one of the main reasons of bringing this channel back is because of a promise I made myself just before New Year's, which is to live more intentionally. And something that I like to do is take life into a more analog sense. And I'll explain that to you in just a sec. But I gotta eat my breakfast. So, for me, living intentionally just means being in the moment. Living analog means having less digital aids throughout life, because I feel like it gets to a point where you have so many aids and then you just forget about the life. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I've spent like so much of my days chasing not perfection, but optimization, I think is the right word. And a few years ago, I switched over to this watch. It's nothing super crazy. It's a Longines Hydra Conquest, and it's a great watch. And before that, I had the Apple Watch, constantly vibrating, constantly going off and reminding me about all the various things that I'm supposed to be doing in my day. And that was all great and everything. But I found that it would take me away from moments that I was in constantly. Like every couple of seconds, there was a notification about something, like a Discord notification or YouTube or various social medias just constantly going off. And they would take me away from the moment that I was actually in. So this was really step one of gaining that, I guess, sense of self or meaning in life back. And I know that sounds like very cliche, but it really was. So that was the first step in the right direction, I feel. The next direction was music around me. And now I listen to music a lot, all day, every day. And I love music. I love having it in my life. But having some more intentional music felt like a right choice for me. At the same time, I was also starting to get into vinyl record collecting, which I've now got a very nice collection of. It's still growing. It's an ever-going project, and it's interesting to see. You can see, like, over time where your music taste started to where it's become and maybe where it's even going. And that's actually, like, it's super fun to have that little piece of analytics, but it's so visual and so, like, you can grab that analytic. You can pick it up and look at it and go, ooh, shiny. It's kind of fun. And I don't really know where this video is going, to be completely honest. Let's change the direction. In under 3 months' time, I'm going to be moving back to Australia. For some of you who've been following this channel for a long time, you'll know that I was in Australia. I moved to Kunming in China. I've been living here for 3 years. And me and my family are now moving back to Australia. It's not because we hate China or anything like that. It's just because it's the right thing to do at this time in our lives. China's been fantastic. China has helped me grow. It's helped my business grow. It's been a great thing in me and my family's life. But it's also the right time to go. And a lot of the people here, my friends here in China, are like, oh, why would you leave? And for them, maybe it's not the right time to go. But for me, there's a lot of things that my wife and I miss about Australia, and especially having a young child who's not even a year old yet. It makes a lot of sense to go back to Australia, where he can walk without shoes pretty much anywhere. he can meet his Australian side of the family every day if he wants to. He can go surfing. He can enjoy the benefits of Western culture, which do exist. And I know a lot of people, maybe people who follow this channel, are absolutely in love with Asian culture, and all the power to you. But there's no such thing as a perfect place, which is why we really focus as a couple, as a team, to work from anywhere. And having that ability to go to, say, Australia, or go back to China, or maybe go to Bali. We've been voicing the idea of moving to Japan for a while, and we can totally do that, which is fantastic. But it all depends on the right time about doing these things. You can't just turn up somewhere and go for it. You really need to plan these things out a little bit. So now it's the right time to go back to Australia. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So the first thing I talk about in my new year, in my 38th rotation, is talking about leaving China, about being more intentional, and why focusing on the soul. And I don't want this to sound like some crystals and, meditation bullshit. It's not like that. But focusing on the soul, on the happiness at the endpoint goal, instead of just sort of bouncing off the walls. That's really where I'm getting at here. Got some actually pretty cool stuff planned for this channel. Lots of travel around here, because I still need to go to Dali again, doing a big family trip. Before that, my whole family in Australia is coming over here for Chinese New Year, which is going to be interesting. I think the culture difference is going to be very hard for them to deal with, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Of course, the move back to Australia that I just mentioned, and then the travel within Australia and the things that I'm doing there. I've got a lot of stuff planned that sort of coincide with my main channel, which I think will work out really nicely. And I really just wanted to make this video for myself, but also to introduce this content and what it's actually going to be all about. Anyway, I got to get to work now. It's 5:01. I got to make some test calls, and I'll talk to you guys very soon in future videos on this channel. Thanks for watching.